Temporary enclosure that keep away the earth and or water from the construction area is called a cupola. Only question will be asked on this part is classification and what are the forces acting on the cofferdam. So this is the classification. Okay. According to the material used for the construction, timber cofferdam, earth cofferdam, steel cofferdam or concrete cofferdam. B. According to construction method. So this is the plain earth bank. So here it is very simple. You need to construct a earth bank like this so that you can divert the stream of a river here and you can construct a figure of bridge here. So this is made up of totally earth here. So this is very simple and easy, but it requires the larger area as the base area increases with the height of the earth bank. So this is just slope you have to provide. So it is a self-standing earth bank. Single wall sheet pile. Single wall sheet means you have to provide a sheet pile here with the support of berm here, and you can resist a water or earth fill on one side here. So series of sheet pile can be used to increase the area here, whatever you have to resist here. You require a very small area, as you can see here, very thin thickness. So this is the cross section area of the earth bank, and it is the very small area can be used to resist the same amount of lateral pressure. The depth is less here, so most of the time you will find the depth is less than 5 meter. Braced sheet pile wall. If I require to increase the height of this one, then I need to provide a braced sheet pile wall here. But it is having the more area but having more strength. Okay, so this is used for the moderate height. So this is like this. So there will not be any fills here, no fill is provided, so it is connected with the tie rods. Sheet pile with the earth support. So it is a combination of, you can see here, plain earth and single wall sheet. So this is the earth bank, and in between here we are providing this one. This is to avoid the seepage of the water through the earth dam. So this is a coffer dam. So berm support is provided here, berm is provided. Riprap for protection of from the erosion, riprap you can provide here. Sheet piles are again for the piping, that is the seepage under the soil here. So you can use the combination of this. Double wall sheet pile copper dam. So here you can see the same braced sheet pile wall is combined with the rock filling. So in between portion, that is the sheet pile and tie rods are provided, and in between portion is filled with the rock fill here. So braced sheet pile plus earth fill of rocks. So it is having the maximum stability as compared to the above one. For moderate height and large lateral support, this can be used here. So this is the another one, cellular coffer dam. So this is the modern technique you can provide. So here you can see a circular or diaphragm type sheet piles are provided, and in between portion is filled with the sands or rock here, and series of these cells you can connect with each other so that you can get the number of length or how much wide you want, you can provide this. Sometimes it may be a oval shape, circular, single cell or lower leaf type or cellular types also. So you can see here, sheet piles are driver for the forms the cells. Cells filled with the sand or silt, sometimes rocks also. A series of cells formed for water barrier is called the braced coffer dam. The depth of water most of the time you will find greater than 8 meters. So it is very useful here. These are self-supporting coffer dams. More advantage is that tie stud breast walls are removed. So only you can see a cell can be sufficient with the help of filled material. It may rest in water or a rock. More watertight than the breast type. So it is economical for large area. Out of many shapes, circular is the most efficient, convenient for the construction of circular cells, and these are the independently stable structures. If required, berm may be provided here and can be used for the permanent structures also for the breakwater. So this is the, you can say, the greater advantage as far as cellular coffer dams are considered. So you can quote some advantages. These are advantages over the regular coffer dam or any other type of coffer dams here. So you can compare. Sometimes this question also asked what are the advantages of the cellular coffer dam over other types. Now forces acting on the coffer dam. So this is the another question can be asked on this part. So there will be active or passive earth pressure, that is the lateral earth pressure, surcharge, whatever the loads are coming from the upward direction, self weight of the coffer dam, water pressure or seepage pressure, ship impact or pull, earthquake forces, and equipment loads. So you can describe all this in a single line or two lines so that you can get the full marks of this part. And as I already told, so this question is additionally asked, what are the advantages of cellular copper dam over the Breslau copper dam?